Oftentimes, we don't have any ideas when we walk into our craft space. This can be super frustrating and creatively draining. We might think things like, when's the next time I'm going to have a good idea? Or when's the next time I'm going to make an actual card from start to finish? Here are my best tips for getting started and getting over that hurdle. Take an old card and switch up an element or two. This could be changing up a color, or maybe making the same card but with just a different sentiment. It's a simple way to get a card you'll probably be successful with, since you're repeating the same layout or technique. I totally recommend photographing your cards when you're finished, especially the ones that you really like, so that when you're feeling stuck, you can try this technique out. Let's take this galaxy card, for example. I created this like 7-8 years ago. I don't even know when. I created a galaxy background on a tag. I may not have that same style of card making anymore, but I love making galaxy backgrounds all the same. So instead of just doing a galaxy background on a tag, I did a galaxy background on a regular sheet of cardstock and added a glimmer foiling method on top to get myself a beautifully foiled border. And then instead of adding aliens or any sort of galaxy style background on the top, I decided to add a Christmas nativity star. So I turned this card from a kid's card to a Christmas card by using the same technique on the background, just creating something totally unique and different with it. Now, sometimes I know that crafting just isn't going to happen. So I just get my craft supplies cleaned and paper stocked and some prepped, and sometimes this helps me get in the mood the next time I craft because everything feels so good when I walk in. Take this time to clear off your desk surface, or perhaps organize a certain corner or system in your craft room again. This might help really stimulate the creativity vibe when you walk in the next time. Choose a random stamp and get started, or choose a random stamp and Google it for examples if you're feeling stuck. Try grabbing one of those stamps that's unused or maybe you've only used a couple of times. It'll be an added bonus to get use out of supplies that you haven't touched in a long time, or maybe even at all. Try starting with just a technique. You don't have to have a finished product at the end of this, but you can choose a random technique. Maybe watch a YouTube tutorial, or if you're a technique resource binder student of mine, put that binder to use. Don't feel pressured to make or finish a project either. Sometimes creating an element to use later, or just practice without the expectation of a finished card, can take off the pressure. Another idea is to check out some ideas on Instagram or Pinterest and recreate them. You can simply directly copy them if it's for your own personal use, and this can be super helpful for getting yourself out of that stage of feeling not creative. Choose something simple and enjoy. If you need help figuring out how to be inspired by cards online and making them your own, check out my Don't Copy Cards, Do This video instead.